How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. The market is trying to scare you out of your cryptocurrency, out of your Bitcoin. They're trying to scam you, in a way, out of your crypto. And we're starting to see that. We've seen that actually a handful of times recently. I mean, take a look at this. Whenever we see a big move up, we see this quick liquidation. And then we move up, and then quick down, and then we move up, and then quick down. I want to talk about that today, why this keeps on happening and why some people want to shake you out of your positions. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. We're going to cover some of the news here today as well. So if you like that, like I said, hit subscribe. There's also going to be a link to CoinW, which is another great platform. Like, you definitely need to have multiple platforms ready for this next bull market. This allows you to trade futures, but then also just to buy spot. And you definitely want an account over at CoinW. There's some sign-up bonuses for using the link underneath the video as well. Now, we continue to see this kind of price action going back weeks. I mean, honestly, this happens every bull market, but it's really been obvious recently where we see this big move up and another big move up, and then we go quick down and then right back up. Like over an hour or two, we might have a massive change in price, and then we move back up, and then massive down, massive up, and then we continue on. And this continues to happen. Right now, we're in the thick of it. We're in the thick of a pullback. Now, keep in mind, this is the price that we were at just, what is that, 2 days ago? Yesterday? This is where we were. And just a few days ago, this would have been a really bullish price. Like if we looked a week ago, this would be a very bullish price. Now, however, when we see these kinds of price movements, a lot of us get scared. Like we think, oh, wow, it was just 73 or 74. Everyone was bullish. But I heard about this person that called Bitcoin a scam. They think that has no real value. And then we're moving down really fast. Like all these people are buying. I keep on getting posts like this too, because I talk about how the ETFs are buying a lot. And people say, how come the ETFs are buying a lot and we're not moving up? We're just going sideways. I mean, just take a look at this, right? Scroll out. We've been nothing but up recently. Like these are massive moves. This is great price action from 50 to 70. In a couple weeks. That is an insane move. So for anyone that says, oh, well, we keep on getting all this buying, but there's no movement up, that's just not true. We're seeing a 40% move in 2 weeks because the ETFs are buying, other people are buying a lot too. But yes, we can have news about the ETFs buying a significant amount, like yesterday. The Bitcoin ETFs bought $600 million worth of Bitcoin, or $700 million. So they bought, and yet today the market is red. You can see that here. How can that happen? Well, obviously someone is selling more than the ETFs. There are a couple different reasons this could be. Maybe it's people that are just kind of paper handing. Maybe they bought at 40,000 or 50,000 and now they're selling. They're up 40, 50, 60, 80%, something like that. And now they're selling. Maybe some people think going into the halving, it's going to be a little bit boring. It's all those types of people that just want to take some off the table. But then it could also be whales. Right? Whales control the market a lot of the time, and whales meaning people that hold a lot of Bitcoin. And oftentimes they'll see long positions open, and they know, okay, if we go down to 70,000, a lot of people will set their stop loss at 70 or 69,980 or something like that. And they'll cause it to go down there because then the longs will get wrecked. It will fall down further, and then the whales that sold at 71, well, they can buy back in at 69, and they can cause the market to move like that, and they'll buy it right back up. That's what we see a lot of the time. We'll see longs get liquidated, or shorts get liquidated, then longs get liquidated, and then we keep on moving up. We see quick move up, quick move down, then continue up. But if you just scroll out, I do talk about using leverage because I think you can do it in a way that's a little bit safer than what a lot of people do. Like you can go 4x leverage, 5x leverage, and you can make it through all these moves, or you wait until we're at the bottom of one of these wicks, and then you can go long for a short time period, and then you can get that wick back up, which can make you some money. But this is all like fairly risky, right? The other side is you can just buy. You can buy and hold through all these wicks. These scam wicks, and I call them scams because they're trying to scam you out of your crypto. Like they're just trying to get you liquidated. They're trying to get you scared. They're trying to get you to sell. And there's nothing illegal about that. It's totally fine. This happens in every single market where people get scared. Someone will dump and then speak really bearishly on an asset, and then they'll buy it right back up, right? Once everyone's scared. So this continues to happen, but when you scroll out and just think long term, like what's happening? Well, we've gone pretty much straight up, like just continuously up from 40K all the way up to 70K. The ETFs are buying a lot. Like even today, we've seen massive amounts of volume this week and massive amounts of buying from the ETFs. I think it's $2.3 billion worth of Bitcoin bought. And today's another big day already. IBIT, this is from about noon Eastern time, so not even halfway through the trading day. They did 1.5 billion in volume. FBTC 551, GBTC almost 900 million. So another massive day, probably another strong inflow day. We're starting to see other individuals or other entities approve the Bitcoin ETFs. For example, Wealth Advisor, Cetera, just approved the Bitcoin ETFs to be offered to their clients. It has 475 billion in AUM and 190 billion in AUM. They have 475 billion in AUD, assets under administration, and 190 billion in AUM. Now, is this going to make a huge difference? Probably not. I mean, if they went 1% allocation towards Bitcoin, that would be a significant buy, 1.9 billion. But that's just kind of a drop in the bucket compared to some of these other asset managers. But we continue to get news like this all the time of new institutions that are buying Bitcoin. We've also already seen like the new ETFs, the 9 new ETFs have already overtaken Grayscale's GBTC in total assets. And they're just, one's going kind of sideways. GBTC, their total assets kind of stay stagnant because they're losing Bitcoin, but the price of Bitcoin's going up. But the other side, the 9 new ETFs are just exploding because they're getting more inflows and the price of the assets going up. So they're becoming much more important and much more relevant than GBTC over time. So yeah, just continue to get through this. There are going to be days like this where we see a little bit of red, we see a little bit of a pullback, we see a 2% down day, and there can still be good news that's happening in the background, and we can still fall a little bit. Like you can still see good news and the price go down. And you can see bad news and the price still goes up. In the end, it just is dependent on net buying and net selling. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Now, of course, do your own research. Let me know your thoughts about this. I do want to point out Solana is doing extremely well. Even today, it's up 6% in the last 24 hours. It hit an all-time high in terms of market cap at $169. Not an all-time high price, but an all-time high market cap here today, right around 75 billion. Now, I opened a long position 3 days ago on this. I think it was around like I want to say 150, 140. I don't even remember, but it was up 73% here today. Took a little bit of profit, put it into Bitcoin on a long because it is right like towards the bottom of the wick. It looks like we might see some strong support around 70 or might fall right below 70. But this could be a nice low support, and then we keep on moving up. And we do know Michael Saylor is going to be buying most likely this weekend. Like it came out that he is offering some more shares or getting some more debt. They're doing an offering, and they're probably going to buy another 500 million this weekend. Now, I could always be wrong, and this is risky. Right? Leverage trading is risky. This is not what I'm doing with the majority of my bag. The majority of my bag, just sitting there and waiting for the bull market. Let me know your thoughts though underneath the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for checking out the links underneath the video and hitting subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.